Hey everyone, the Daunt here. Welcome back to the channel. First off, I want to just thank everyone who tuned into the first commentated match that I did on Riverbank. It's been awesome having everyone check in, watch the game, provide support and feedback. Today we're going to jump into game two, same map, Riverbank again, playing against Kaska. We did mix things up on the second go around. I'm actually running the US offensive doctrine this time. Kaska's running the German all around. After our first match, Kaska and I did kind of go over some different tips, different strategies, how we could change things up from each of our approaches. This match definitely plays out a bit differently from the first, especially going the US offensive doctrine. Different units, different DP buys, different things to kind of consider. Uh, Definitely great game to watch, and we will see how it plays out. So once again, with just some slight variations in the squad, I am still covering both flanks. I'm going to do the same exact push pretty much. Try to take the north points just because of the defensive terrain there. Try to get into the middle as best as I can in that same kind of gully area. Get a couple guys out to each kind of flank as well. I'm not really trying to push, again, the south side. I'm just trying to contest it as best as I can, make them aware that I'm there. And a lot of rifle grenadiers again. I'm going to try that same strategy from the first match. Try to get as much HE grenades down onto the middle as I can.
Yes, sir. Any orders, sir? Always ready. Awaiting orders, sir.
And we do beat Kaska pretty quickly into the middle. He does have pressure on his point already, which is great. We've got two guys out that way, and most of our forces concentrated on the northwest side, which is definitely what we wanted. Looks like he does have a single guy going out far side, which I do notice. We're going to make sure that we take him out. A little direct control. Don't want any surprises, anyone coming up behind me, sneaking around. Little fill grenade right there. We don't like that. Could have been a nice grenade to get off. We do already bring out the ammo crate as well, just to make sure that we've got consistent rifle grenade ammunition for the guys. He's already got a pretty decent force coming up on our point, which is nice to see, although we are pretty spread out, so it's fairly easy to kind of pick those guys off in the open. And we're just microing grenades back and forth at each other a little bit as well right now. But we do have a pretty decent hold on the center. We are going to bring up an armored squad here, though, which are very beneficial. They don't only come with the grenade rifle grenadiers, but they also come with bazookas, which is fantastic. So we'll have a fairly early bazooka out. Instead of buying a single bazooka, we'll get one with a squad. And he is trying to sneak a guy around on our flank. We're going to try to deal with this. I don't want anyone behind me. It's always troublesome when there's a guy behind you. You never know when that guy might pop up again. So I am actually going to try to chase him down and also get another guy out here just to see if we can cut him off before he gets to the back of the map. The ammo crate's up. He is decapping the middle. We're going to pull out the M1 grams. I don't know if this is the most effective strategy, just because of the amount of rifle grenades that the US actually gets compared to Germany for each guy, but in this match we are pulling them out at least. And it looks like he's also taking out our flank guy on the right over by the northwest side as well, so we'll have to keep an eye out there. So I bring in the M20 here, which is a normal call-in, I'd say, for me, running the offensive doctrine. I like it for the 50 cal and the fact that you also have a bazooka with it in the inventory that you can pull out. So I can get 2 quick bazookas with the squad and the M20 now. And this single guy is still giving us trouble. He's taking out one. Distracted by the sheer force of numbers in the middle, and he takes out a second, which is definitely troublesome. So we're going to bring up an automatic rifle team, get 3 more guys out there, along with another single over to the left. But we do call in our first DP buy, which I believe is the MGM C15. I might have that wrong. But it's a very effective unit. I actually think it's probably better than the M8. Yeah, than the M8 at this point. I like the M8 for the HE aspect, but I think just having dodge of Panzerfaust there. Wow, that was great timing. Yeah, the M15A1, that's what it is. I love this thing for the cool 50 cals and then the autocannon on it. It's so effective. If I'm not hitting a tree. But we do notice he's bringing out a full squad. We try to get a nade off, but our guy's actually reloading, which is terrible. So we're going to bring over both vehicles. I'm fine giving up the middle for a little bit here. We just don't want to lose the right and kind of get folded on that flank as well. But definitely different than game 1. We are heavily lacking infantry, which is the unfortunate downside of going with the M20. And we're going to spread out just to find this one pesky guy who's giving us so much trouble over here. We're going to try to bring these guys back too, because I know he's got some type of vehicle coming up. He has to at this point in the game. Yep, there it is. Sounds like a light cannon, probably Puma. Yeah, Puma. So, unfortunate. I would have rather lost the M20, but it is what it is. We do get the M20 out of there, though, so it will live to fight another day. Now we're going to bring these guys up that pest in the back has been taken care of. Yeah, we're just going to spread out the crew since they've got carbines. Try to get them into these trenches just to delay anyone coming up since we're lacking infantry there. And we're going to get this ranger squad up, which is definitely beneficial because of the cap weight. And we're going to call in another squad as well. But at this point, we do have plenty of bazookas that we can call on if needed. But I have a feeling he's not going to get too close with his Puma at this point. He really doesn't have to. The M20 is all I have, and I don't have anything really to take out his Puma otherwise. He outranges me, and I'd have to essentially save or go with another DP call-in, but I don't know if I would. I can see him coming closer to kind of challenge me. We're going to bring this infantry up. We're going to keep up the pressure in the middle as well. We're doing good. We're holding. He does have a pretty commanding lead, but I'm not that concerned about it. The US is for the most part, at such a disadvantage, I feel, in terms of infantry, just with how expensive they are. Squads are big, which is great, but they just cost so much. Now we're going to spread out the guys, just make sure that we've got sufficient coverage on this point. Especially now that he's occupying the trenches close enough to me. And he does have the Puma, where I would have preferred he had brought the Wurble in game 1. Kind of in that back area. He could even bring it up a little further, considering I don't have anything that can really deal with it. I'd have to sneak up a bazooka at this point. But there's no way I'd make it close enough. So we're just going to bring over the M20. We're going to keep up the dance. Everywhere he goes with the Puma, we're going to kind of bring it out and just kind of use the 50 cal to pester his infantry as much as possible. It looks like we're losing the middle again too at this point. I hear a ton of grenades going off. So back over with the M20 we go. We can pull up a M24 Chaffee at this point, kind of counter his Puma, but I think we're at such a disadvantage in terms of infantry, it's just not worth it. But these Rangers are doing incredible work in the middle, just with their cap weight and then their skill and accuracy. We are holding though. Even with the disadvantage at the start, we've kind of brought it back a little more even on score, which isn't terrible. We're going to kind of dig in, retake some of these positions, make sure we have line of sight into those trenches. I know he still has guys over there. And he's going to rush pretty much right in, kind of split the points, which is definitely a good thing. I'm going to try to get one of the rifle grenadiers out of there if I can. Just pull him back a little bit. At this point, I'm thinking I might as well get a Sherman. Get a Sherman, get the heavier armor, heavier gun, get something with a 50 cal on top, get a guy on top of the 50, that way I can both kind of counter infantry that gets close and try to counter this Puma too. And he is going to decap middle again. And we're trying to figure out which one. We've got plenty of options, so we'll go with the HVSS. Yeah, I'm trying to think what DP buy I should go with now. Already signaler or signal for something else. Go with light vehicle again with the M15. But we're just trying to play time, contest. No idea what happened with that grenade. It's a terrible throw. Kaska did a great job in terms of his smoke use in this game, for sure. He's got both points covered, which is fantastic. We're going to try to pester the middle with the Sherman a little bit. I can see the Puma on the map too, so I'm going to try to bring this guy up. He's just in range, doesn't get out quite far enough. I'm pretty sure we just took off one of his tires, so he won't be going anywhere. Yeah, there we go. Let's finish him off. And we're going to bring up some more boys, get them over into the middle. And at this point, I've put no pressure on his point at all, which I don't normally recommend. He just did such a good job of applying the pressure on my points, which is phenomenal, honestly. That's what you kind of need to do. The more pressure you can put on your opponent's point, the better it's going to be, because you gotta, you know, they're going to have to kind of divert their forces to kind of deal with your push, and it's going to just kind of give you time on your side. Well, at this point, he has made it into our point, because he smokes at his advantage, just in terms of infantry.
I'm ready. Any orders, sir? Ready, sir.
So we're going to take a couple of these armored riflemen. I'm still pulling out the M1s as well. The rifle grenadiers over to their spot. Try to keep them centralized. He's got a big push coming over from the church. We do have a scout jeep coming up with some recon. Let's get better line of sight. And we are in DP tier 2, so I know something's going to be coming at this point now. Knowing he's all around, figure it's probably going to be the 4x70. So I know we're going to have probably our hands full trying to deal with that. We're probably equal in terms of armor play, I think. And he does have that flank coming in. And it's always perfect timing. Have to pause, but we are back. It's just life with young kids late at night. Have to go deal with that every now and then. But Kaska's a great guy. He's very understanding and appreciative. But he has pretty much just triple capped us. Well, not triple capped yet, but he has pushed us off on our point. So now we are effectively being triple capped. And we got some heavy caliber shells flying in too now. And there it is. We're gonna try to see if maybe we can get a flank, but we don't have the ammo loaded in time, so we miss. Fleet whiff. We'll bring up another recon jeep onto that right side too. Try to get someone in there. Lucky in the gun, nope. Thankfully we both have this building in between, so we're just kind of bouncing off the building and each other at this point. And he's still applying the pressure on that right side while we're D1 here. Jeep rushed in, self-destruct always. Gotta try to get that minor CP back that the Jeeps take up as the US infantry. We're gonna decap middle though, which is nice. So at least we're not getting hard triple capped anymore. But we are still getting double capped, and he is climbing fast in the points. It's already up to 664. He definitely has the advantage as well. But he's trying to reposition, and we catch him out. Thank God we have line of sight there. We do take out his engine. Phenomenal shot. At this point, I don't want to go frontal. I want to get on his side, and I'm more than happy to risk the Sherman here. So we're gonna bring it all the way around, get a nice side shot, and boom. We do take a Panzerfaust though. Not the best. He's got a ton of guys flooding in there. I'm gonna try to wheel around the 50. Yeah, I just don't get it around in time. So we do lose the Sherman, but when in doubt, just bring up another one. We'll just run that US Doctrine. For every 4 they take out, there's another 2 remaining. And we have pushed them off our point too. So triple cap down to a double cap in our favor. But he did take advantage. He's got a good 300 plus point lead now. So we definitely still have our work cut out, but he's just lost his DP unit. We've just called in ours. So At this point, you know, he's either saving for the Yag Panther with his Doctrine. He does have some other options, but I do see the Puma here. So now I know there's no way he can get the Yag Panther. He went twice on Pumas, one on the Panzer 4x70, so the Yag Panther is officially out. Which is, I don't know if it was maybe a desperation buy for it. Try to counter the M20 on the side and support his flank, but we are going to counter. I know he has nothing other than maybe Panzer Strikes and Panzer Faust kind of in this middle side with all the infantry coming in, and we do handedly take out the Puma, but he is really flipping middle at the same time too. So M20 is back over to support. We're kind of getting gunned down as we approach with these Rangers, but we are going to bring up another M15. I think it is worth it. I think it's needed. We can burn it. We've got 100 DP. He can't counter us now, and now we just save up for the Super Pershing. And then anything he brings in, you know, we've got it. If he's going to save for a Tiger, he's going to be down on infantry, so we can kind of handedly come back. So I'm feeling pretty confident at this point, even with the loss of the middle and just getting absolutely outnumbered in terms of infantry, especially with a mortar now falling on us too. Kind of went for the same strat. He was telling me after the game that he also called the mortar to provide smoke as well, which is a pretty good call. I don't think many players do that. German, well, I think probably every mortar, if I'm not mistaken, comes with smoke rounds as well, but I don't see many people effectively use them unless they run out of ammo. He's just trying to use those smokes to get as close as possible and try to lob grenades in, which is definitely a pretty good call, considering he's made it into our trenches on our side, and we've got to kind of deal with that now. So we're going to call up a half track and just kind of get that up, a bunch of guys in it as quickly as possible right to the front. And some more rifle grenadiers since we're slightly running low. But we are 20 minutes in and still no pressure on his point on our side. Not the best. So we are going to start pushing in. We got a guy that's got no ammo, so we'll run him in and see what's up. Either get back the CP if he dies immediately, or see kind of what the cap weight is. Saw at least one guy on the minimap. Yeah. It's only -1. So see if we can get this grenade off and then get these guys over. If that grenade kills that one guy, we'll neutralize it. Yeah. So we're going to finally make our push. And at this point with the M20, I'm kind of thinking if I can just get over to the mortar and run it over. Well, let's just get rid of it. He does bring up another Yag Panzer 4. That takes out the half track that we just called in. Guys are going to dismount. Unfortunate. Double pen with Panzer Faust and the Yag Panzer 4. We're going to get these guys smoke out and then heal up, considering they all took a beating. Looks like there's also a couple guys just cowards going to chill in the half track. Alright, well, we don't need you guys then. Don't worry about it. We got the bazooka. That's all we really needed. These guys can just kind of chill and wait for everyone else to win the war. It's fine. But we are decapping the church point on the south, which is fantastic. We're decapping it with only 2 guys too, which is very good for us. I think he moved most of his guys in from that point into the middle early in and never kind of reinforced it, which I can understand. I wasn't really putting pressure on it, so there wasn't really any need for him to keep guys there. But I think having the one or two that he did, yeah, may have been a little risky. Because now we are effectively triple capping him. But we do have to be slightly careful with the M15, just because he does still have the Yag Panzer 4 lying around and wait. but we're not too worried about it. I think the field mod can effectively deal with that, considering the regular HVSS was able to originally. And we're gonna take out our own G. Don't need that line around. Get that CP back. You know what? Why not some mortars? We'll get our own mortar up, our own light mortar. Bring it up. Start shelling his side of the point. Can't beat him. Couldn't get the M20 over there. Why not join him, right? And these guys, these Rangers come with a couple bazookas too, so we'll get another 2 bazookas out. And he's bouncing a couple shots. We miss our first. We are at long range effectiveness here. We're both just bouncing. So we're into tier 3 now, so it's time. We don't have anything to worry about. We'll call up the Super Pershing. Come reinforce, and I think we can get a pretty nice angle from that side too. So feeling very confident, even though he is at 712 on the score compared to our 500 just about now. The M15 providing some support fire into the middle. His light mortar's still doing damage. We're bringing these Rangers up, toss some grenades in. Got the 50 from the field mod firing in as well. And we get a couple nice grenades off. Our light mortar's coming into place. Got one guy on his point as well, so we'll put some pressure on that. Bring up the Super Pershing a little bit, just get him into a better position for when we do try to counter. Oof, takes out the gun, lucky shot. Lucky we didn't lose it too. We're gonna try to get up there, try to counter him. See if maybe we can get a lucky shot before he backs out. And just a shot into the dark, we do hit him. No idea what the damage is, but we hit him. We'll take it. He knows we're here. And we're going to see what our range is and then just start lobbing some HE like he is into the middle. So just try to pester his guys and get an ammo crate up here. Start repairing the M15. And we got more Rangers coming in too, so we're sitting kind of pretty. We've got the triple cap at this point. He is reinforcing his left side. But they are they're halted, trying to deal with our guys, so they're not getting in as quickly as they probably could. But he is now starting to retake it. And it looks like he's trying to get over. Gonna take that side, support, and it's done. Super Pershing for the win. He is going to retake that left, but we do have one Ranger there still. A couple grenades and the M15 to fire in. So even if he's got it, at this point we'll bring up another Jeep to try to support. But he's got no armor. He's got to support his pushes with infantry now, and there's just nothing he can do. We've turned the sides. We're now we're not handedly leading, but at this rate, you know, there's nothing. I know there's nothing he can really do. Good for us. We're gonna try to maybe start repairing this Sherman here. That's been giving us cover if we can. But I think all of our guys are full inventory. Didn't even notice that. Man, we hear nothing in the distance, so we are safe. get these guys out. Just kind of push them into the point, see what we can find. Have the F-15 support. Smoke it up, push them in. These guys will effectively flip it as well in our favor too, just with their veterancy. And even if we lose a couple, we'll get some good grenades off. He's using his mortar to provide some smoke cover into the middle, but there's still not much he can do. We now have the numbers. We've got our own mortar fire coming in too, so just absolute carnage in the middle. And he calls it. Not a terrible game. Very well on his part. Much closer than game one for sure. But appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.